Wow, this is going to be fun. When a gang leader confronted Tyson. I mean, that is crazy. It's really funny. This guy is a gang leader. I'm sure it was tough enough to actually think he could confront a professional boxer, and not just a professional boxer, the baddest man on the planet at that point in time, which is crazy. I mean, what was he thinking? What was he thinking? So, it's really funny. I can't wait to get into it, guys. If you haven't subscribed, help me out. Hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And let's get into it.
This gonna be a fight, Tyson, and you know it. You hit me, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Welcome back to the Big
Really?
Fight Recap here on BLT.
This is going to be fun. Can't wait. Steve Harvey. See, he was so young.
On today's video, we revisit the infamous two-fight saga between Mike Tyson and Mitch Blood Green. A genuine beef that 10 rounds of boxing couldn't squash, as the two would face off one more time on the street, this time in a much shorter affair with a decisive victory.
Wow.
Let's get right to it.
Wow, that is serious.
Closing with a flurry. The bell is going to sound.
After Tyson's 10-round decision to James Quick Tillis in 1986, the invincibility aura from Kid Dynamite took a slight knock as the two heavyweights battled out a much closer fight than the boxing fans and bookmakers expected.
How disappointed are you that the knockout string is over?
Not at all. If anything, I feel relieved, and I'm confident if I wanted to, I could have knocked them out.
It was Tyson's first time going the distance, as he had finished his previous 19 opponents all inside the opening 2 or 3 rounds. That
Wow,
gave some of the other
19
heavyweight contenders
opponents.
an incentive to catch this teenage dynamo early, halt the hype train, and earn the highest possible payday outside of a championship fight.
Tyson say, gonna give me a fight, I want Mike Tyson. Point blank. Michelle Tyson, he's a mo, I'm gonna knock him out.
Michelle.
Blood Green was one of the first fighters to utilize the new age of digital camcorders to get his message out there to boxing fans.
Now I'm gonna show you something.
Wow.
Feast your eyes on a real heavyweight.
There was no social media in those days, but local news stations and televised sports networks such as HBO would air the clips during a broadcast to gauge the fans' reaction.
Damn.
It's probably due to audio compression over time, but I can honestly say I have difficulty understanding what Mitch Green is saying. Two clear things were the muscle flexing and homophobic slurs, and bizarrely enough, as far as my research suggests, this was enough to land him a shot at the hottest prospect in world boxing.
Wow. The guy is actually tall, though.
Growing up on the tough streets of Detroit, Mitch Green was a prominent player in 1970s New York gang warfare. By the age of 17, he had witnessed his father lose his life in a bizarre Western-style quick-draw shootout, not long before being shot twice himself, fortunately escaping with non-fatal injuries. Green tried to escape gang life by joining the UBA boxing gym in New York, but by this time his ties to the street were too pronounced, as he was now hailed the king of New York street gangs by the NYPD for his role as gang leader in the deadly Bloods crew. Things slowly started to change for Mitch as his reputation as a gang leader was exceeded by that of a talented amateur boxer, the muscular 6'5" big man that was racking up copious tournament success, including several New York Golden Gloves.
He's a unit. He's a unit.
New York, undefeated in 5 professional bouts with 1 draw.
Green took to the professional ring in 1980 and quickly started racking up wins over journeyman and fringe contenders such as Jumbo Cummings.
Okay.
Champion in waiting,
I mean,
Burbick became the
guys, I
first
actually
man
thought it was just like that he didn't actually have any experience in the pros. You get what I'm saying? I just thought it was just, sitting there in his hood and, calling out Mike Tyson, and the fight came about. I mean, okay, thinking about it now, that sounds stupid. I mean, that someone just sitting down in somewhere and just calling out a professional boxer to fight, and the fight happens. I know, thinking about it now, it sounds stupid. Okay, so he actually fought some professional fight. He actually had some professional fights. Okay. This gives him more credibility.
fringe contenders such as Jumbo Cummings. Champion-in-waiting Trevor Berbick became the first man to beat Green in 1985, where Mitch made a good account of himself, only losing by majority decision. Both Tyson and Green were on the fringe of a world title shot, so regardless of the antics, the two were on a likely collision course. The trash talk from Green just helped build more interest in the fight, which in turn certainly struck a chord with Tyson, who openly admitted to hating that ugly mother effer.
And Mike Tyson, traditionally, no robe, no socks. He says it makes him feel like a warrior, makes him feel like a gladiator.
Tyson met Green for the first time in May 1986 at Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
It was Tyson's first match at a prestigious boxing venue and also the first to be covered by a large television network. Yet, the occasion didn't change the traditional no robe, no socks attire. He was all business and had a personal vendetta to settle with the now not-so-confident-looking Mitch Blood Green.
And was so much
Not so confident-looking.
that he didn't double up. He just was a little bit lazy, especially in the later rounds.
I mean, the guy has a very, very good height advantage.
Always aggressive, right in front of his man. Now we see some head movement.
Okay, guys, look at that. Even the way it's boxing, you know, it's really showing. Of course, he fought some pro fights. I'm sure he fought some people that were not really that good, but like from the way his blows are coming, it's the way the blows are. It looks very, very weak. I won't lie. I would like it looks very, very. I'm not saying he's not a strong man. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, like, it doesn't look like a boxer kind of. The form, I don't know how to put it. The form is not like a boxer. You know what I'm saying? A professional boxer. It's really showing. I mean,
what he does about that against Mitch Green.
Look at that. Look at that.
Right in front of his man.
It doesn't look like. You see?
There's the left hook I was talking about.
He did draw a warning from Luis Rivera, the referee, about holding. Green's in trouble. Good left.
Wow.
Everyone has a plan until they get their mouthguard punched out of the ring in the first round. While Green had all the physical advantages, Tyson's supreme boxing skills and speed negated the gap in size and weight, backing up Green from the opening bell, slipping and countering, forcing the much bigger man into survival mode from the word go.
One thing that is very remarkable about Tyson was that he fought heavyweight, but it was barely 6 feet. I know I think was he up to 6 feet, but it was heavyweight. Most heavyweight boxers are at least 6'3", 6'3", 6'4", at least the ones that I know. Just imagine Tyson fighting Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. Right now, like, I mean, Tyson Fury is almost 7 feet. Deontay Wilder is like 6'6", 6'7". I mean, that is crazy. And he fought heavyweight at barely 6 feet. Was he even up to 6 feet? I'm not sure. Was he even up to heavyweight? Like, I know he fought heavyweight, but was his weight up to the, like, did he meet the weight? Because I don't know how someone that was barely 6 feet fighting against all these guys that were like, almost all the fights that I have seen of Tyson, the highlights and everything, he was always shorter than the opponent. Always. I never saw any opponent that Tyson was taller than, ever. So I think that is part of the reason why his career was so remarkable, because he actually competed against people that were like taller than him for the most part, which is remarkable to me. Really remarkable.
Backing up Green from the opening bell, slipping and countering, forcing the much bigger man into survival mode from the word go.
Big right hand against Tillis, and what a shot! That is
Whoa.
an awesome shot.
Okay,
Tyson
this guy.
punched out Green's mouthguard again in the
Damn!
first, whereafter he started mocking his opponent for having a wide, gulping mouth, stalking him across the ring, landing fierce, single power punches.
Damn.
Another big left hook.
Hey, Tyson, there, good uppercut. He has to take a standing bench with him. Another couple body shots. Well, he's smiling. Tyson is smiling, but see, Green has those fast hands.
The fight became so routine by the closing stages, the crowd knew they were witnessing a foregone conclusion. Tyson himself appeared to have his mind elsewhere as he bizarrely kissed his trainer,
What?
Kevin Rooney, while he was trying to deliver him intricate strategies and details regarding the fight.
Well, Kevin Rooney is in there and just jabbering away 100 miles a minute. Mike Tyson leaned over and just kissed him.
Tyson closed the show, trying to score the knockout, but Green's disinclination to engage allowed him to grab and clinch his way to safety, resulting in him losing 9 out of 10 of the rounds on every
Damn. I mean, he didn't knock him out.
But we knew deep inside
He did
Gerald
well.
would win this fight so easy because of his style. He's a dang tough opponent, and he took some fairly decent shots. But as you know, I won comfortably, and I didn't try for the knockout, and I used a great deal of discipline in there, not knocking him out.
Tyson claimed he carried Green the 10-round distance on purpose to punish him for as long as possible. And whether it was true or not, Green's personal
I don't know, Sha. I don't like. I mean, I can't really say that Tyson was lying, but watching the highlights I'm seeing, I don't know how to gauge that. Whether I would say it was on purpose that he went, like maybe Tyson just couldn't knock him out. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think he actually tried knocking him out but he couldn't, or he purposely went the distance with him? Tell me down in the comments.
Sliver of respect amongst his peers.
He did very well, actually.
Green retired from boxing after the Tyson loss and returned to the street to earn a living from selling drugs. He always planned to one day get Tyson back in the ring, but as his years of inactivity ensued, Tyson progressed to one of the most dominant heavyweight champions of all time, undefeated and undisputed. The days of fighting lingering contenders such as Mitch Green were over.
Okay.
It wasn't until a couple of years after their fight that the two would meet again, this time in Green's element, the street. In the early hours of August 23, 1988, Mitch Green got wind that Tyson was shopping at a local clothing store close by to where he ran things on the street. Tyson had traveled a fair distance to pick up a luxury leather jacket handmade by one of his friends over at Dapper Dan's. As Tyson was chilling in the store with his entourage, Mitch Green burst through the door on his own, high on angel dust, demanding Tyson either give him a rematch or empty his pockets right there on the spot. Tyson, of course, no stranger to altercations on the street, dragged Mitch Green outside and pummeled him to the ground multiple times.
Whoa!
Spectators said that the fight was short, violent, and very one-sided.
Damn!
In fact, it was no longer than 15 to 20 seconds, but that's more than long enough for the heavyweight champion to inflict severe damage. There is no footage of the fight, regardless of the clickbait you see on YouTube, but there were many accounts of what happened that all aligned. All except Green's account, where he claimed Tyson sucker punched him and ran.
Who threw the first punch here?
He did. He sucker punched me because he's with his friends, you know, and when he hit me, and I said I couldn't get a chance for me to get to him like I wanted to because everybody was like pulling me, you know, holding me, like so he could get away from me, so he could get away, and he ran from me.
Green was certain the Tyson scuffle, which became mainstream news around the world, would add enough public intrigue to get his rival back in the ring. But Mitch had already burnt his bridges among the promoters in the sport, with his violent threats to Don King in the past already shadow banning him from ever earning any serious money in the ring again. After Green's failed attempts to get the rematch with Tyson, he filed a civil lawsuit for $20 million due to the injuries he suffered during their fight. The former gang leader came away with one small W to coincide with a long list of L's, winning the case and being awarded $45,000, close to what his personal was during their professional.
How does someone sue for 20 million, wins the case and gets $45,000? Guys, explain that to me. I don't understand. This whole law stuff always, I mean, I don't know. It just makes no sense. I sue someone for $20 million. I win, then I get $45,000. I mean, there's a difference between settling outside of court. That's a different thing. But actually win the case and get $45,000 it makes no sense. Seriously. Explain to me down in the comments. Maybe I'm missing something here. It makes no sense.
List of L's, winning the case and being awarded $45,000, close to what his purse was during their professional fight in 1986.
Yeah, I remember seeing Mitch Green's eye after that. It was like, broke his socket. Broke the eye socket, yeah.
Damn.
Broke his eye socket. Yeah. Eye socket. You gotta hit really hard to do some like that, right?
Green returned to the ring 7 years later, but at that point he was a shell of his former self and was beaten by journeymen with losing records until he hung him up for good in 2005. As of 2022, Green is still a large-as-life character, but now employs his energy into his love of Christianity. He still has a gripe with Tyson, but I think it's fair to say the two have now moved on, and whenever the topic is brought up today, they both make light of their infamous 30-year feud.
That didn't work. The boy scared to death. Let's do at the street fight. The boy scared to death.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't y'all have a street fight, Mitch?
For the ring, for the street. Thinking the man would do something about it. He wouldn't do nothing. Oh, man, he freaked me out.
Did you know that actually Tyson and Sal are good friends and he comes to the show? He knew, look there. Yeah, it's like Tyson. You see that?
Oh, that is nice. I love that. Okay, I love that last part. John Sally, I know him. I think he was a former NBA player. I love that last part. That is nice. I always like seeing things like that. When people make light of, a beef or something. I always like that. Guys, that was actually different from what I thought. I actually thought it was just some guy on the streets, on some pavements, making some bold statements in front of the camera, and got a fight with Mike Tyson. I mean, the guy actually, went through it, went through the struggle, fought some amateur fights, then fought some pro fights, then got tired. I mean that, and from what I saw in the fight, yes, he still looked like someone that was not on that level. Clearly, it was very, very clear. But he really made a very good account of himself. Very, very good account of himself from what I'm saying, from what I saw, which is like a very, very big achievement when considering that he was fighting the baddest man on the planet. So that was a very nice video. Something I didn't even really expect. I was thinking of something. And then when you want to react to a video, you try to speculate what it could be about, what could be the content on the video. So my speculation was totally different from what I saw in this video, which I like. I always like that. I don't want to be able to predict what I'm going to see. So that was very nice. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction as the same way I enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button. It will help me out. It helps to put this video out in the algorithm. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.